Third and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for gone. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Bengals. First down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Broncos 7, Bengals nothing.
Mike, like 20.
No game on this defense, no game.
On first down, this is Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift, watch the shift.
Now it's Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Geis, they'll try to run it, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
51. He's checking.
Now Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
Mike, got him. Go at him. Mike, 5-4. Here I go.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
25. Check. Block 54. Target. Check. Hey, grip clear. 54. Mike, 54. Come on, D. 51. He's going. We got double up.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chris Conley his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Gall gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 28. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ryan going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. He's got Green. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
180. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
We go to the 180.
59. Left to 59. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Again, it's Barkley. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Turbo's up.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Cut, cut, cut. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Shell.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 41, Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Ryan, David Johnson here on the catch. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ryan now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Ryan. Going top shot. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Tiger. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, D-Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's complete. It's Green here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
To throw is gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ben Gideon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Ryan to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21! 54, right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
To throw is Ryan. He's going to go up top and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tavon Young. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Yeah, baby.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Goff now to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Let's go. 11.
Goff on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the run, it's Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Under 10. 10.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Room to run past midfield. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
39.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
20. Kill. Smooth. Kill. Turn up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, South. I got you. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Now Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Got it. 280. Mike's 54. Hey, Rick Lance. 54. Mike. Hey, echo. Check. Block 54. Block 54.
Here's Ryan. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
65. 11. Got it. 96. Record.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Ricky. Watch out. 22. Hey, Tuesday. Space. Mike 96.
Here's Ryan. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan wants to throw it. Going deep for Eifert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the